Hey, this is my M16a4 clone, and I'm going to make an upgrade with this FN lower. Now, if you've seen my previous video on the M16a4, this is a FN upper with a Aero Precision clone lower. Aero Precision used to make clone lowers and also clone rifles kind of before the craze started, or at the beginning of it, but I think these are now discontinued. The markings are decent, but there's a little, it's not as authentic as having a Colt lower or an FN lower. Now, if you're going for a clone lower, there's many different options. Like PSA has entered the game, Colt's been making a few, FN has their collector's series, things like that. And I'll just say none of them get, 100% there. First of all, they can't have the third pin. These are select fire rifles in the military. They're not select fire here. I would say Colt got the closest to it. If you see my previous video on my M4A1 clone or my Block 1 clone, I have a property of US government lower made by Colt. It's roll marked, it's beautiful, and that's probably the closest you're gonna get to it. Colt now makes them. Some of the features are still there, but the markings, to me, they don't look right because they are laser engraved instead of being roll marked. Now, alright, laser engraving versus roll marking, I don't know if you've seen kind of the difference. They just look different. Roll marking is kind of an older way of marking things, but most companies, even military markings now, are going more to a laser engraved or just engraved sort of marking. So anyway, all that to say, this lower, it was close. It has M16a4. The markings don't exactly look right. It doesn't match this FN upper. This FN upper I got from Ohio Ordnance Works. They're the company that makes those reproduction BARs. One day they were selling these uppers with the M5 RAS, I think for $400 or maybe $450. Didn't come with a bolt carry group, didn't come with a charging handle, but did come with a carry handle and all the panels for the M5 RAS. And ever since I got that upper, I've been changing parts out. I got a new bolt carry group with the F mark, so it's FN. I got a charging handle. I believe there's the FN cage code on here. And then I completed the rest with USGI parts, except for the safety and the trigger. Those are semi-auto Colt parts. Now, the thing that was missing was this little receiver. FN makes a military collector's rifle. They are really expensive. They're like, I think they go for $1,200 or $1,500. And those markings also, as I said, they're not exactly right. Now, FN has their kind of fancy FN logo, but the FN logo on the military guns is this football sort of shape. They call it the football logo. And the clone, or the military collectors rifles that they make does have the football, but the markings are kind of wrong. If you've looked at actual FN lowers, they have roll mark property of government, US government markings, and the military collectors lowers don't have that. The one thing I did like about the military collectors FN lowers were they were roll marked, but now they seem to be more engraved. I saw one time that they were selling like blemmed versions of the roll mark ones on Primary Arms, and they got snatched up real quick, and I would regretted not getting those. I think that was like 2 or 3 years ago. Anyway, 2 weeks ago I got an email from Primary Arms about these coming back in stock. They're still in stock if you want to get them. These are just separated lowers. You don't have to buy the whole rifle. You can just get the lowers with the military markings on it. They're not exactly correct, but what they do come with is a QR sticker, and I will show you the markings out of this bag. So this is brand new. I'm going to be unboxing this. I haven't opened it. I just picked this up. It'll come in this simple FN box. I think it was $140. So there's the unboxing. Now let's do the unbagging. Here we have, this looks like anti-corrosion bag, but we will open it somewhat carefully. I'm not sure if I'll keep the bag, but sorry, I'm out of frame. So Here we go. Let's get this to focus. We have a semi-auto safe, so already I'm looking at the markings. Auto shouldn't be burst for the M16a4. We do have the sticker with the part number 36320, but it does have the, is that the FN? I guess that is the FN cage code. Yeah, that's right. On this side, this is more what you're looking at. Okay, safe semi-auto, FN Columbia, South Carolina manufacturer code, so there's their cage code. You have an M16 rifle with 5.56, you have your serial number, and then you've got the football. And these are definitely engraved, I can tell, just by kind of the thickness of the lines. And then when you have a roll mark is a die that squishes the metal. Right? And when it squishes the metal, it displaces the metal. Engraving, you're actually removing metal. So you'll see raised edges on roll marks. These don't have the raised edges. And you can just look, just by look from me, I can tell that these are certainly engraved. But they look pretty close. Now, the color looks a little bit on the gray side. No anodizing is ever the same. They will always kind of be a little bit off, and that's okay. I would call that clone correct. So I don't know what YouTube policies are. I'm not going to show you, there's plenty of videos and plenty of guides telling you how to put one of these together, but I will take this all apart, put everything back on this, and we'll rejoin when I've got this complete. So stay tuned. Man, I haven't put an AR lower together in a long time. So there's the arrow, and now here's everything on the FN lower. You'll see there's a lot of oil on it. I got some ballistol on it. Definitely got rid of the gray finish on there. But anyway, let's put this together. This is the first time putting it together. Whoops. You have to take the pin out, don't you? There it goes. FN over there. Got the F mark over here. Here's the FN cage code on the barrel. This is basically all FN. Make sure that everything functions right. Safe. Nothing. Fire. Wow, usually these sort of things are a work in progress all the time, but I can say that this FN clone is done, and I'm really happy about it. So thanks for coming along with the journey, with me. Here it is. I just checked upstairs. The primary arms has these FN military clone lowers for the M4 and the M16. The markings won't be like this where it says M16a4. Instead, it will say either M16 rifle or M4 rifle. Again, not the most authentic sort of roll marks or markings that you can get, but it does have this FN clone that I think looks really neat. And this is basically as close as I'm going to get. It's about 85%, I would say, clone correct. And to get it to be 100, I'd have to get the military collector lower, which is still not exactly correct. So really, this is kind of for 140 bucks. I'm pretty happy with it. So anyway, if you have any other questions about cloning the M16a4 rifle, please leave a comment. If you like this video and this sort of content, consider giving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate you joining me. So thanks for watching. Take care.